Tuesday morning. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna Wolf alongside Nick Wright, Brandon Marshall, Kevin Wilds. Nick, it is you versus Bills Mafia this week. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, I like my chances. I really like my chances. And Bill's social media team, you're not helping your guys out. They're not helping them out.
Nick, I have a good relationship with them. I can get you out of this.
No, don't want to.
It's too late for that.
Don't want to.
We will get to the NFL in just a second. We got to start, though, in the NBA. Top two favorites in the East. You got your Bucks and the Nets. With the top two superstars in the East, you got Giannis and KD. Oh, and a guy named James Harden. What a game this was. Kevin Durant sinking a clutch go-ahead three, 36 seconds left to seal it for Brooklyn. How about KD and Harden? Old Thunder friends, new Brooklyn friends, sat on their park bench like bookends. Here's James Harden on Chapter 2 for this duo.
We were young in Oklahoma City. You know, we're grown men now. You know we know what we want. We really know the game of basketball now. You know, we're not those young guys that just run around and want to just shoot and dunk all day. We know the games. We know spots. We know, teams plays. We're more advanced. And then for me, as I sit back, I know what type of player Kevin Durant is. You know, he's one of the best players that ever touched a basketball. He's God-given, 7 foot, can basically do everything. So for me, it's not trying to compete with that. It's allowing Kevin to be the best Kevin he can be. And I'm going to make sure that I can make him better and then make my teammates better. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's actually nice to hear some life back in James Harden. That guy wants to win. Brandon, did last night prove that the Nets are the team to beat in the East? What, Brandon?
I don't know, Jenna. Kevin Durant, 30 points. James Harden, 34 points. Did you even watch the game last night and see Joe Harris? Joe Harris from 3, 5 for 7. It seemed like every time the Bucks got close, Joe Harris just banged a 3 at the right time. They were 54% from the field, 48% from 3. Absolutely, they're the team, Jenna. I've been saying it. And I know Nick was going to get on, what about this on the defense and that on the defense? It doesn't matter. We're going to outscore everybody in the NBA this year. Our team is so nice, and we don't even have Kyrie back. I know there's a big question mark around Kyrie Irving, but when he gets back and his mind is right, oh, my goodness, it's lights out. And there's whole question mark and all the questions surrounding this team about the chemistry and continuity. Did you see James Harden last night and KD work together? There was times where James Harden had the ball and KD was like waving him off like, take it, go, go, go. We have no issues. We're going to be totally fine there, Jenna.
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Go ahead,
Wilds.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, well, I just 100% agree with Mr. Marshall. Nick, I know you're worried about the defense. I think this was a Steve Nash, Mike D'Antoni masterpiece. This is what they've always wanted. You're going to say, historically, historically, because you've never had two guys like this on the same squad who can just light it up. And Kyrie's not even back. And when Kyrie's back, I think it's going to be a huge problem for you. I think it's going to be a huge problem for the Lakers. I'm 100% Team Brandon Marshall on this one.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, folks, listen.
All right, Nick.
Welcome, buddy.
All right, I respect the fandom. And, a little birdie told me in my ear, because if people don't know, Brandon lives in Florida, but every Monday night he's in New York City for Inside the NFL responsibilities. I think Brandon very well may have snuck into Barclays last night. I think he got that jersey at the game with friends and family, because as limited people can go to these games, but I feel like Brandon Marshall was there. And, when you have a star-studded crowd with Brandon Marshall, I think Deshaun Watson might have showed up. When it's on national television, when it's MLK Day, when you're playing the favorites or the previous favorites in the East, you would think if there was ever a night where you might show the world, you know what? For 5 or 6 minutes at a time, hell, 5 or 6 possessions at a time, we have the ability, when need be, to lock down defensively. You'd have thought last night would be that night. And so here's what I would like to do. I would like to show the audience something. Don't play the clip just yet. Brandon, you watch this as well. Maybe we can let everyone watch it together. Try not to watch the Bucks players. Watch the Brooklyn players. Because this is every basket Milwaukee scored in the final 6 minutes of the game. And what you will see is, and we can start it now, is free runs to the basket, offensive rebounds, and, that's 5 guys standing and looking. Let's see the next one. Oh, okay, you forced a miss, but unfortunately you have no rebounding. That's a layup. Oh, is anyone going to close out? Nah, that's for the birds. Okay, let's see what the next one looks like. You might, okay, no, that's a 7-foot open three. Let's see what the next one looks like. Oh, you actually forced a miss, but again, you can't rebound. Let's see what the next one looks like. Oh, just a wide open, uncontested jump shot. Let's see what the next one looks like. Getting right to the rim. What am I talking about? They weren't forced into one tough shot the entire fourth quarter, Wilds. The second half of the fourth quarter, pardon me. You can't win this way.
What about the last shot of the game?
You can't win this way.
Nick.
The last shot of the game literally did. That's correct. Yeah, Brandon.
First,
they literally won the game.
First, we won the game. We won the game, and we did it against two of the most premier defenders in the NBA. Yeah, we 100% Jenna. You have Drew Holiday, and then you have the reigning defense of MVP. So the questions should be more about who are the Bucks and less about who are the Brooklyn Nets. You got Giannis, reigning MVP, 2-time MVP, back-to-back MVP, defensive player of the year. So shouldn't the questions be more aimed towards them and less against KD and James Harden, two of the best players in the NBA, and you're questioning them?
Oh, absolutely. If anyone on this panel was picking the Bucks to make the finals, but nobody is. You guys are picking the Nets to make the finals. You guys are picking the Nets to win the finals, to win the championship. And I am sitting here telling you right now, they cannot get stops. Of course you can win a game like this. You can win a lot of games like this. You can win. In fact, Steve Nash can tell you, you can get the #1 seed, win 60-plus games, outscoring people. They played DeAndre Jordan last night, Wilds, 38 minutes, because they have no other options. And if you think you're going to win playoff games, 125, 123, okay, you'll be the first team in modern NBA history to do it. I'm excited to see it. But they can't get stops, Wilds. And by the way, Kyrie coming back is not going to help them get stops.
Oh,
so
you want to
continue to be a lone man on an island. That defense matters. But we'll see. We'll see.
It's interesting to me after 2 games now, everybody's saying, oh, this team is good. Yeah, okay.
We're going to have Chris Broussard weigh in, which should be so fun a little bit. But we got to get back to the NFL and the most anticipated offseason in recent history. What is going to happen with Deshaun Watson? We discuss next. First things first.
Now, all your favorite FS1 shows are available on SiriusXM.
You turn to me and you want me to give you the straight skin.
Exactly.